I think we good. I think we good. Let's bring this in. Hey. Oh no, that was whack. Bring that back. Hey, there we go. Yeah. Y'all already know what time it is. What's good, y'all? What's good, y'all? What's good, y'all? What's
What
great? Thank you for tuning in to another episode of Can the Brothers Get a Rap podcast. This is episode 87. My goodness. I'm your host, Ashley Lovechild. I'm joined with my co-host, my brother from another mother. Blood couldn't make us any closer. One of the best photographers in the world. My brother Santana, say something to the people.
what's good? What's good? What's good, y'all? Appreciate y'all for tuning in. Y'all could have been anywhere else tonight, but y'all here with us, so y'all already know we got a jam-packed show as always. So we're gonna get right into it. You heard?
You heard? All right, y'all already know first segment of the night, popular opinions. This segment is brought to you by OUV Records. You already know what time it is. The label motto is create, document, and inspire. Make sure you stay in tune to the latest on Instagram at OUV Records for music and merchandise. You see the hat? Yeah. You see some of that in the back too. So yeah, make sure y'all tapping at OUV Records on Instagram. All right, first question of the night. Again, these are the world's questions. Stick to the answers. No freestyling, because y'all love the freestyle. So let's keep it to the answers. All right, first question of the night. Best wrestling persona. I said breast. Best wrestling persona on this list. Number one, Ric Flair. Number two, Stone Cold. Number three, The Rock. Number four, Jake the Snake Roberts.
Oh man, those are like top tier personas, upper echelon. You know what I'm saying?
Through the roof. Through the roof.
Um, I'm gonna have to go with The Rock, son. I'm gonna
The
have to
Rock?
go with The Rock because at one point I hated the guy.
Uh-huh.
You know what I'm saying? And then some then he just, you know what I'm saying, made me start liking the dude. So, you know what I'm saying? Boy, he
Mm-hmm.
just was electric. So it was just every time he came on, it was one, you hated him, two,
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah.
he just kept it interesting, you know what I'm saying? So for
Yeah.
me, I'm gonna go with The Rock.
Yo, all right, so Jake the Snake was kind of scary. He used to come through on the scary man, real like low voice, like, yeah, I'm gonna get in the ring. But then he had the snake. He had big ass Damien, that big ass python that he would no, he had a boa constrictor. He would come
Mhm.
to with that big ass snake, like just wrapped around his shoulder. Stone Cold persona was crazy though. The whole FU kick you two times, then you know what I'm saying,
Drink
elbow drop you, you know what I'm saying? And then like his whole
and
energy
drink
was like
and
F
drink a whole brew after he done finish you off. You know what I'm saying? Two brewskis after, you know what I'm saying?
and he slapped them together. You heard? Like, yo, it's a party, you know what I mean? It's a party. Ric Flair, like the nature, they saying it in the chat, the nature boy, like Flair was poppy, see, don't care. Like he would talk Ric Flair would talk his talk, like, and he will always kill me. He like, and a shadow of a doubt, like, no matter what happens, the shadow of a doubt, I'm cooking this man tonight. That's all that matters. And he come to the ring with all that fly shit, the big robe, the feathers, know what I mean, with the glitter on the Jones sequence, popping. The Rock spit game is on a whole nother level though. Like his spit game is on a whole nother level. Like his spit game, pause. Like you could literally go on YouTube right now and just look up Rock, just his sayings or whatever, and it get people and like
It
I
doesn't matter what you're saying. You're jabroni.
yo, you know what I'm saying? Like the way he used to
Who in the blue hell are you? Yo, I swear, son. Yo, we be in class the next day, son, after Thursday Night Raw, son.
Yeah,
Violating teachers, man.
yeah. Fact. SmackDown.
Oh yeah, it was SmackDown. That was
Yeah,
Monday Night Raw. Yeah,
yeah,
SmackDown was Thursday. You know what I'm saying?
yeah,
After he came on, you know what I'm saying? We using all his lingo. You know what I'm saying?
yeah. Facts. Yo, the Rock spit game was just on a whole nother level. But I have to add the stage presence too, like, cause Rock will come to the ring just on the focus. You know what I'm saying? Ric Flair, he had the spit game. It wasn't on Rock level, but Ric Flair had a way of coming to the ring though. Just you gonna get these boots, you gonna get all this drip. Like it was just different. And he went by the Nature Boy. Like, yo, that's hard body. Like, yo, I'm gonna have to go with Ric Flair. My brother went with The Rock. I'm seeing in the chat they went with Ric Flair as well. The rest of the world went with Stone Cold at 33%. What do you think about that?
See, I ain't mad at that. I ain't mad at that. So I fuck with Stone Cold too. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah, yeah.
then he running everybody over with his truck. You know what I'm saying? Or he body you on top the roof of his truck. You know what I'm saying? Still got the cooler with a couple of cans of brew. You know what I'm saying in there?
You
And
know,
go to business. You know what I'm saying? Go to work.
you know what's funny? Stone Cold used to violate, and you ain't never see people really mad about it. Like you get violated by Stone Cold, the other wrestlers like, yo, who that? Like, oh, all right. It's like, yo, this man just violated you. Like, people didn't want beef with Stone Cold like that. If The Rock violated dudes, they want to run Z back with the Rock. You
They
know what I'm saying?
catch you in the backstage. You coming out your dressing room. You know what I'm
It-
saying?
like nobody wants to run it again with Stone Cold. I will say that. You know what I'm saying? But
Yo, he was getting it shaky in the back. You know what I'm saying? In the back hallways.
like,
Mad hustle and bustle, man.
like
Yo,
all the
mad
top
punches
Goonies.
to the ribs and shit, son.
Yo, that's a fact. Yo, all the top Goonies didn't want that smoke with Stone Cold. Like, now that I think, like, if it came to Triple H, The Rock, they like, yeah, let's run this back. You know what I'm saying? But Stone Cold, it was like, oh, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, so I give it up. You know what I'm saying? But this is upper echelon personas for the WWF, and you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm gonna have to throw in a name, even though he's not on this list because we say don't throw no names, but I have to throw in Ravishing Rick Rude. Persona was also upper echelon, top tier persona in my opinion, and probably one of my favorite wrestlers. Upper echelon, just persona alone was Ted DiBiase, the $1 Million Man. You know what I'm saying? So, you know what I'm saying? All right, moving on to our next question for popular opinions. Again, these are the world questions. Stick to the answers on the list. All right. Best 90s pastime. Best 90s pastime. Number one, knock on the door and run game. Number two, taps. For those who don't know, that's basketball, but you're not shooting, you just freestyling and passing it to somebody else. It's called taps. Number three, dodgeball. Number four, water gun fights. That's a toughie right there. That's a toughie. Let us know what y'all think in the chat as well, please.
Mm, let me see. I'm gonna have to say water gun fights
Water gun fights. Why you going with the water gun fights?
because it was more easily. It was easier to organize. You know what I'm saying? People on your
Mm-hmm.
block than than like dodgeball or something like that. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
yeah.
And then it was everybody had water guns. You know what I'm saying? And then
True.
tap not everyone on the block played ball. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Not everybody on the block played ball. And then what was the first one?
First one was knock on the door and run.
Oh
The knock
yeah.
on the run game.
Yeah, now yeah, now all of us was doing that. Well, some was. But yeah, so water gun fights for me was what a lot of us did.
All right. For me, I want to go with you with water guns, bro. Pause. but I'm gonna have to go with that. That's how I got my quickness. You know what I mean? The knock on the door and run game, cause you gotta be like your pivot game gotta be special
You
to
gotta know
not,
where you're already going, son, and don't
bro.
tell nobody.
Cause you gotta get that good knock. You can't like and then run. You know what I'm saying? Cause they ain't gonna hear it. You gotta bam, bam, and then you know what I'm saying, pivot a certain way. You feel me? So if you didn't make that pivot, like, and they open the door, they know who it is. You know what I'm saying? So, but you gotta get that good pivot to, you know what I'm saying, to get the, you know what I'm saying, to get the good takeoff. You feel me? So
Mhm.
I'm gonna go with the knock on the door and run game. Me personally, think this was me my cousin's favorite when we was little. Yeah, I mean, this was a '90s pastime. This is a '90s pastime. So I went with knock on the door and run. My brother went with the water gun fights. The rest of the world at 39% went with dodgeball. What do you think about that?
I mean, yeah, that's cool, but I was more so thinking is on the lines of like shit you doing on your block. You know what I'm saying?
Uh-huh.
The dodgeball, yeah, we all in school, yes, doing that, but you're not in school with everybody on your block. You know what I'm saying?
True, 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 true.
But yeah, it was a top tier game to play in the '90s. So I'm not even mad at it. You know what I'm saying?
Hmm.
Dodgeball made you a man. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And got your dodging and quickness and awareness ability up. Because once you get hit in the face once, that's all
Yeah,
it takes. You know what I'm saying?
yeah,
Now you
yeah.
see like, oh word, that's how we play. Oh, we going for the face? All right, say less. You know what I'm saying? I was going for the body just because you my man. You want to go for my eyebrows? All right,
I,
say less. You know what I'm saying? Now it's
that, that,
on. Right?
that's the saying in New York City. Be like, oh, I, yo, I means a whole lot. Like, oh, I is up. Like, I. If he go high, if we go, I. Then
Yeah.
is do you really need to be on alert mode? Just know that. You know what I'm saying? All right, moving on to our next question on popular opinion. Best hip hop album in 1996 on this list. Best hip hop album in 1996 on this list. One of the biggest years in hip hop. Number one, Nas, It Was Written. Number two, Ghostface Killer, Iron Man. Number three, Jay Z, Reasonable Doubt.
Uh,
Number four, Tupac, All Eyes on Me.
damn.
This all four albums are legendary in their own right. All of these albums, I think Ghostface Killer, I think he went gold on this one, but the rest of these are double, triple platinum albums.
Mm, this is tough, man.
Hmm. So which one y'all going with? Let us know what y'all think in the chat. And hit that like button too. We love love. You know what I'm saying? We love that love.
Man, I'm gonna let you go first, son. I gotta think on this.
I for me, if this when we was kids, because we was listening to stuff before our time, right? So when we was kids, I definitely would have said Nas, It Was Written. But now as a grown man, when I go back to hear everybody's stuff, because I've been doing that lately, because I understand everything now as a grown ass man.
Mm-hmm.
I'm go with Jay-Z, Reasonable Doubt. That's what I'm going with. And I'm going with it because song after song is bars. Not to mention, you could get your boogie on to these songs. So, hits, lyrics, content, concept, and everything, then giving you the game. I gotta go with Jay Z, Reasonable Doubt. That's just me personally. I know some of y'all be like, "Oh, you on your Brooklyn shit, Ash. You Brooklyn bias." No, like I said, when I was a kid, I would have said easily Nas when it was written, but I'm going with Reasonable Doubt.
Mm-hmm. I'm definitely still going with Nas. It was written because still to this day that is just too much. It's just too much ether on that album. Like, just one of my favorites. I Gave You Power is just
Mm-hmm.
a crazy concept. You know what I'm saying? Where you rapping as the gun, so the
Mm-hmm.
gun is conscious. You know what I'm saying? So it's telling you how they feel. Like you don't even ask me how I feel about you know what I'm
Yeah,
saying? Like
yeah,
do I want to bust shots today? Nah, I don't
yeah,
feel like,
yeah.
you know what I'm saying? So that was crazy. Silent Murder was another one when the firm was just coming up, and me being young at the time listening to it, it was easily accessible to grasp. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm,
Reasonable doubt, it was fire. The beats, you know what I'm saying? The metaphors, but I just couldn't understand at the time. You know what I'm saying?
mhm.
So even though how lyrical Nas was, you weren't supposed to listen to it, but you know what I'm saying? It was just too much heat on that joint where it's like the project window, you know what I'm saying? It was just
Yeah,
lit shit. So yeah, I'm gonna go with Nas.
yeah. So you went with Nas. I went with Jay Z. The chat is going with Pac and Nas. That Pac All Eyes on Me album, very dope songs. Like there's no wrong answer to these questions. To be honest with y'all, we all giving our take on why we like this more than others. So this I don't think there's a wrong answer on this. To be honest with you, Ghostface Killer, Iron Man, the production on that is crazy, and Ghostface is smoking every song. He's smoking every song, but I gotta be honest, Ghostface killed Purple Tape a little bit more than Iron Man, and that was Raekwon album. So, um, yeah. So I like that All Eyes on Me album, but I gotta go with Jay Z. The chat went with Pac and Nas. You went with Nas. The rest of the world at 37% went with Tupac. All Eyes on Me album. What do you think about that?
Like you said, there's no wrong answer here. You know what I'm saying? Everybody, when it comes to music, is literally no wrong answer. It's everybody's personal preference, how the music grasps to them, how they get an emotional connection with the music. However, when they start listening to it, so I'm not mad at Tupac or Eyes on Me because it's a lot of people's favorite. You know what I mean? Album. So
Hmm.
it's fair. It's a fair choice.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. All these are dope. All right, moving on to our next question on popular opinions. Best Tommy Davidson movie on this list. Best Tommy Davidson movie on this list. Number one, Strictly Business. Number two, Booty Call. Number three, Woo. Number four, Bamboozled. Yo, when I thought about his movie catalog, Tommy Davidson got some funny ass movies, bro.
I might have to go with Booty Call on this one. Booty Call was just a hilarious movie,
Yeah,
and the concept still holds weight to this day, even though we don't call it Booty Call. You know what I'm saying? Sneaky link now, you know what I'm
yeah, yeah,
saying? So
yeah.
the concept still holds. You know what I'm saying? The movie still
Hmm.
holds, and it's hilarious. Two guys go into a store, get some condoms, you know what I'm saying? And just end up in all types of fuckery. You know what I'm saying?
What they,
And
what they,
as men, we can understand just the journey itself. You know what I'm saying? That's why
yeah,
it's like watching that movie, like, nah, they gotta come prepared when you get to the door. You know what I'm saying? No going to the store because you're gonna end up like them niggas on a whole adventure now, son.
yo, and you know I like Booty Call because it was very New Yorkish. Like just even it was done in Chinatown, and every time they had the dip, it was always something.
Something going on, son.
It felt very New York. The whole pool, like they was playing pool, then they went dancing, and then Tommy Davidson was caught slipping all night. You know what I'm saying? Like he couldn't get the edgewise. But uh, I'm gonna have to go with Strictly Business. Strictly Business for me. I thought he was cooking in Strictly Business, and we got to see a serious side, him being funny. It was just different layers of Tommy Davidson in that movie that I could appreciate. Even though Woo was hilarious, bro. Woo is so underratedly funny. Outside of Jada Pickett, I thought Tommy Davidson and his homeboys brought the comedy to the movie. So
Yeah. I gotta rewatch that movie. It's been a minute since I seen it. I forget the concept and what the whole movie was about. I remember bits and pieces.
yeah, it was hilarious. So I'm gonna have to go with Strictly Business. My brother went with Booty Call. And the chat is very mixed. I like Tommy Davidson when he was doing In Living Color. Tommy Davidson used to cook on a living. What you talking about? What you know about living color? Tommy Davidson used to cook on a living color. That is a fact. He used to cook on a living color. Uh, the rest of the at 39% went with Woo. What do you think about that?
I gotta rewatch the movie again. Like I haven't. I remember certain scenes and stuff, but I gotta rewatch it again.
Yeah. The only part that was kind of cheesy is that he was looking for some mood music because she coming over to his house and he go next door to his neighbor and it's LL Cool J and then like a chick answers the door. Then he walks in the back. Then there's like four more chicks over here. Then two more over here cooking. Another chick in the back just finished giving him a massage. He come out in a robe like, come on, man, get out of here, yo. I got a couple of joints
ain't,
in there, but you
ain't
got like
nobody in
eight.
there working. How the bills get paid? Everybody in the crib. You know what I'm saying?
Like, yo, bro, I can understand you got a couple joints in the crib, but you got 8, 9 in here? Like, what? Yo, wild. Yo, that movie is wild funny. Wild funny. All right, moving on to our next question on popular opinions. Favorite Martin episode on this list. Favorite Martin episode on this list.
Better have some heat, son.
Number one, season one, Woman with a Pass. Number two, season two, Guard Your Grill. Number three, season three, The Romantic Weekend. Number four, season four, The Green Card.
Okay, so romantic weekends when they went away and they had to fight the rat, right?
Yeah,
All right, and then the green card is the episode with Luis and shit needed to get
Luis.
married and
Luis about to get deported. You know what I'm saying?
shit. They bust the whole ceremony in the living room. What's the first season? What was it?
Woman with the Pass.
Woman with a Past. Is that her homegirl that
Now
came?
that's with Keith Washington. You know what I'm saying? And Martin thinking,
Oh yeah, Keith Washington.
and
They used to
Martin,
sing choir together. You know what I'm saying?
you ain't want this proud pretty boy, but look at this face. It's gonna haunt you every waking moment.
What was
Yo,
the second one? What was the second? Was it
guard your grill. That's what
Guardian?
Martin boxing.
Oh, he's by Hitman Hearns.
Yeah,
Damn. Fuck.
Martin got a lot of crack, bro. This is a lot of crack on this list.
Damn.
Yeah,
Fuck.
this is a
Yo,
tough one,
for me, it's
bro.
between Guard Your Grill and Romantic Getaway right now.
Okay. I got right now for me. It's between Guard Your Grill and Green Card for me. So, which one you going with, bro?
Um, Nah, I'm gonna have to go with Romantic Getaway, son.
Why you going to get away?
The tag team on the rat was just epic, son. It was just an epic battle, son. So, Martin and Pam battling the rat was just too funny, son. And the um the back and forth that they had after the fact was just,
Yeah.
oh my god. He's like, yo, I know how hard it is when you have to fight a family member. He's like, man, please, I have to help you. That little thing, I weighed your ass.
For me, like the funniest parts in that episode was like before they even got there, cause Gina walking around pouting and she's like, "Look at the horsey!" Like they went horsey back riding, Pam and Tommy. So she looked out the window like, "Look at the horsey," and he like, "Yo, what's up with you? Like, yo, bring your ass over here, like, yo, You're from the window, yo. Like,
Worse, getting jealous and shit because your homegirl out and about now. Yo, chill out, son. We in the crib today, son. Chill out, son. So he had to go get the trip from a cereal box, son.
oh my,
Oh,
yo,
son.
he
Nah.
got a lot of crack, bro. Matter of fact, it's between women with pass and green card because White Bob was in women with pass, and you know how White Bob do. You know what I'm saying? He come in there cooking. But so I gotta pick one. I'm going with season 4 green card. The Luis about to get deported. Pam owed the IRS. Yo, hilarious, bro. And then Luis and Tommy was about to get it on at the ceremony. Like, you know what I'm
Fact.
saying?
Yo, then she took out the little thing at the end of the dress, right? And stepped out and went on a little date afterwards. Like, yo, fam, you ain't shit, son.
Like, where you think you going? You can't go on no dates. You know what I'm saying? Like, you trying to get this money or not? So
They'll be
I'll
like, yo, so what's Louise's last name?
for it.
Which go? Gina was like, Ricardo? Yeah. Yo.
Yo, funny, son. Funny, yo. All these is fire. Alright, so again, I went with the green card. My brother went with romantic weekend. The rest of the world at 35% went with guard your grill. What do you think?
Mm. Like I said, it was a hard choice between the two, son.
Yeah.
I'm mad at Guard Your Grill because that shit was hilarious. And he's like, yo, this is why my face looks like this. You know what I'm saying? You the reason why? He's like, I know. He's like, yo, can I get a kiss?
And she was looking at him like, yeah, nah, B.
Yo,
You know,
son.
yo,
Nigga, fake head was all swollen.
yo, when I first seen that when we was kids, I didn't even realize that was Martin, bro. I
Yo, son.
didn't realize that. I was like, yo, I'm not feeling this, but that and at the older I got, the funnier that scene got, bro. Oh my god, yo, Martin got too many episodes
Mm,
cooking,
crap.
cooking. They went with the green card in the chat. Shout out to King Prince, one of our day ones in the building.
Shout out, shout out.
All right, moving on to our next segment. Hollywood needs to ask us. What crack you got rocking tonight?
Hollywood, I need to see a documentary. Hopefully all their NDAs have lapsed already so they can have this sit down talk. But I need to see a documentary about all these security firms that hire security guards to guard these celebrities, top tier officials, you know what I'm saying? Oligarchs, royalty, you know what I'm saying? And let us know what's up, son. You know what I'm saying?
Hmm?
Because I know y'all know some.
Yeah,
Them NDAs probably done lapsed already for the majority of y'all, hopefully, so y'all can have these chops. And supposed P. Diddy's bodyguard having all types of sit down talks, you know what I'm saying?
yeah.
And he's just one dude. So
He
imagine the
go,
plethora of stories there's out
yeah,
there. You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
So I'd love to see a documentary style of all the security guards and basically what they go through guarding these celebrities. I'm pretty sure it's not easy for them to do that. You know what I'm saying? They got to put their life on the line for these people. So I would love to hear their story, what they have to do, trainings they went through, how they got picked. And you know what I'm saying? Like, what do you do when you're in a scenario where you're guarding a person, but they're in a situation where they're kind of like alluding to the fact that they're causing harm to another person?
Right,
You know
right.
what I'm saying? So how do you navigate that scenario? You know what I'm saying? So I love to see a documentary of these security guards and how they manage all the years of service and doing celebrity security and stuff like that. So I'll be intriguing to see.
Okay, okay. I like that. I like that. Me, I want to see a new movie of the Puppet Masters. I don't know if you remember the Puppet Masters too tough, but they used to really have really good scary movies back in the late 80s, early 90s when we was little.
Mm-hmm.
And but these movies were so good. Like the first three Puppet Masters, top tier quality horror. So I
Hmm.
want to I want to see them remake this, but put the money into it. Is the more they make, you know how it was back then, when something is successful, and then after a while, the production they want to go to a different production company to make it cost less and try to give the same quality. No, top dollar, top quality, top tier puppets that they could use to do their thug dizzle. I would love to see a new puppet master movie. So that's what I want to see. That's
Hmm.
what
Good.
I. Moving on to our next. Don't forget, y'all, memberships are available in the channel. It's also links in the bio. We have four different memberships: gold, platinum, family, and day ones. Also comes with badges. You see some of our people with badges in the chat. Also, it has different accesses to different tiers for the things that you get access to. And we love the love, and again, tap in. Again, is on our community page and links in the bio. And y'all don't forget to hit that like button. We love love. All right, moving on to our next segment, must see movies. We're gonna give you our top quality movies to watch, top music to hear, and must see TV shows. You want to start this one off?
Now you go start it off.
All right, so my very first movie is a must see. Well, all these are must sees. And I realized I developed a theme, and I didn't mean to do that. First must see movie is a movie called Ricochet. Came out in 1991, directed by Russell McCullough. It stars Denzel Washington, John uh, John Legal. I know I messed his name up. It's not Legal. It's like I'm I messed up. I'll tell you, it's the ice truck killer. What was the guy name from
Oh, Lithgow.
Lithgow? There you go, Lithgow, John Lithgow. So Denzel Washington, John Lithgow, Ice T, Kevin Pillark, John Amos, the legendary John Amos, and the very beautiful, very sexy Vivica Dillard. Fire movie about a young cop gets into it with a real young criminal, and they having wars. The criminal goes to jail, and Denzel Washington gotta watch the rest of the movie. I won't spoil it for you, so make sure you tap into Ricochet. Second must see movie came out in 1998, directed by Warren Beatty. Bullworth. Cast is Warren Beatty, also stars in it. Holly Berry, Don Cheadle, Jack Warden, Christine Berishai, Paul Savino, Laurie Metcalf, and Oliver Platt. Fire movie, concept movie. It's about a man running for presidency. He meets a young lady, and you have to watch the rest of the movie. I'm not gonna ruin it for y'all. Make sure you go tap into Bullworth. Third must see movie came in 1995, directed by Rusty Compton. Uh, and people don't know who Rusty Compton is, but he's done a lot of work. Um, and I'll break it down in a second. But this stars also Rusty Compton, Clarence Williams III, Samuel Morrow Jr., DeAndre Bonds, David Allegria, Corbin Greenstein, Joe Thomas, Lamont Bentley, Tom Wright, Roger S. Smith, the legendary Roger S. Smith, and Paula J. Parker. Movie is called Tales from the Hood. Tales from the Hood. Do you remember the movie Sprung?
Sprung. Is that
Or
that kid in high school or something? Like
nah, nah.
who's
This is also with Tisha Campbell, Paula J. Parker, and Joe Torre. Damn, they in this movie too. Now it's a coincidence. It's not a coincidence. Now that makes sense. Well, they was two friends that went
Oh
out
yeah,
look.
yeah, they're going on double dates in Joan. Yeah,
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 yeah. The light skinned dude. He's
yeah.
Rusty.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
He's Rusty Cundon. He also played the teacher in this movie. That
Oh,
would toe to toe
Oh,
with
Tales from the Crib. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I remember.
that. But he's the director in this movie too. So
Mm.
shout out to him. He did double duties. But this is a must see fire movie. This particular movie has a series of different things that's going on, and a funeral director is telling three gangbangers the stories as they go through the what they call that, the what's the people, the death house, not the death house, what they call it again,
The funeral home.
funeral home, the funeral home. So the funeral director is telling these three gangbangers the different stories of the different people at the funeral home. Gotta watch the rest of the movie. I won't spoil it for you. So make sure you tap into Tales from the Hood, Bullworth, and Ricochet. Must see movies. You up, bro?
Fire. Chat, you know how I always do. I always got a theme. This episode is no less than last episode. So the theme of my movies are taking the law into your own hands. So each one of these movies, the character or characters in said movies find a way to bend the law and do what they must to achieve their goal. So first movie on the list is Law Abiding Citizen. Came out in 2009. Stars Gerard Butler, Jamie Foxx, Leslie Bibb, Viola Davis, Regina Hall, Calm Meaney, Michael Arby, Michael Kelly, Josh Stewart, Gregory Itzham, and Richard Portnow. About a law-abiding citizen that had a tragic event where he loses his family, goes through the legal system to finally get justice. He gets slimed, and then he takes the law into his own hands, and you gotta figure out how he does it. You know what I'm saying? Fire movie, you'll love it. You know what I'm saying? Next movie on the list is The Counselor. Came out in 2013. Stars Michael Fassbender, Javier Bardem, Cameron Diaz, Brad Pitt, Penelope Cruz, Natalie Dormer, John Leguizamo, Edgar Ramirez, Rosie Perez, uh, Kaz Vanessa Ventura, and Andrea Beck, and Toby Cabell. About a top tier lawyer who represents a bunch of shady individuals, and he basically is counseling this top tier drug dealer for years. Feels as though like he knows a little bit about the drug game to start dabbling in it, and you got to watch the rest of the movie, find out what happens. Fire movie is one of those drug dealer movies, but it's just in a different lens. But still a dope movie, very good movie to watch. Last on the list of people taking the law into their own hands. My favorite, my classic movie is The Firm. Came out in 1993. Stars Janine Triplehorn, Karma Lombard, Holly Hunter, Gene Hackman, Wilford Kirby, Tom Cruise, David Strathairn, Ed Harris, Gary Busey, Terry Wells, Terry Keeney, and Dean Norris. The young shot lawyer who gets passes the bar and gets hired by a top tier firm, working his ass off day and night to level up. And you know what I mean, he starts noticing certain things, and you gotta watch the rest of the movie to find out what happens. So my movies on taking the law into your own hands is Law Abiding Citizen, The Counselor, and The Firm. Fire movies. Go check those out.
Fire, fire. Make sure you tap in. All right, moving on to our must hear segment. This theme is the type of music is culture pop music. So my three must hear songs. Put this on your playlist. And they old school, but they still get it rocking. First, Peniston, Keep On Walking. Fire song. Number two, Black Box, Everybody, quadruple platinum. Number three, Mark Morrison, Return of the Mac. Put those three on your playlist to get the party rocking. Again, Mark Morris, Return of the Mac, Black Box, Everybody, and two, CC Peniston, keep on walking. Fire. All right, moving on to our classic shows or just a must see show. You want to start this one off?
I got a classic, must see show. If you like period pieces as much as I do, then you'll love the show called The Tudors. Came out in 2007. Has 3 seasons. Stars Henry Cavill, Jonathan Rhys Meyers, James Fran, Natalie Dormer, Mary Doyle Kennedy, Nick Dunning, Anthony Broppy, Jeremy Nathan, Sarah Bolger, Max Brown, Jamie Thomas King, Patricia Delney, Simon Ward, Henry Kensney, Peter O'Toole, and Rod Hallett. Basically, a period piece about Henry VIII. So, about his history, him marrying 2 wives, having one of them beheaded, and one of his daughters from one of the previous marriages ends up being Elizabeth I. Yes, so The Tudors is fire. Very good period piece. I think it was one of the best period pieces to showcase how the manner of attire that they had, and you know what I'm saying, just the clothing alone, just and how they lived, and you really saw how living in the castle really seemed, and it wasn't like this fairy tale like they make it seem. So The Tudors, very fire show. All the actors were top tier, you know what I'm saying? So you got a good series to watch, you know what I'm saying? So it's called The Tudors, and it got 3 seasons.
Yo, make sure y'all tap into the Tudors, man. All right, my must see show. It's also a classic show, in my opinion. It came out in 1994. It's called New York Undercover. This stars Malik Yoba, Michael DeLorenzo, Lauren Velez, Patty DeArvinville, Fatima Falloy, Greg Gore, and Michael Michelle. Or Michelle Michael. No, it says Michael Michelle. People most know Michael Michelle for playing um, Nino Brown's girlfriend in New Jack City.
Yeah, she
People,
bought me a couple of books and shit, you know what I'm
yeah.
saying?
When your klepto mama was up in Bloomingdale's house and shit, you know what I'm saying? Like, or your maniac daddy, you know what I'm saying?
Damn, she had a mother and a father. They both was fucked up in the home, son. Damn.
You know what I'm saying? She grew up in a family structure because you remember she got her cousin, a brother.
Oh yeah, brother. The
Years.
lame brother at the bank making $800 a week and shit. You know what I'm saying?
But he's the real leader of the CNB.
Oh yeah, you know what I'm saying? Brother Akbar. You know what I'm saying? He run everything.
Yo, all right, y'all. But my classic show is New York Undercover. It's about two cops. They hip hop. They keep their ear to the street. Every episode is just perfect in every way because they show New York very gritty, very tough, and just the energy and the flavor that they brought it to each case. And then I love like the relationship between Micah DeLorenzo uh and Lorraine Lor, Lori Velez. I thought she was the. I think she's one of the best girlfriends ever on TV history. The
Mm.
the way she was his girlfriend, held him down, emotionally, physically, um, it was just certain things that she wanted the best for. So I love that interaction. Malik Yoba was such a powerful presence on the show. And again, they both hip hop style. It was just a dope cop show, and I related to the show just by seeing us on the big screen or on TV in that regard. So make sure y'all tap into New York Undercover, 4 seasons of fire. All right, moving on. You got cologne for us?
Definitely got a cologne for y'all. If you look good, you smell good, you feel good, you gonna do good. So the cologne for this week is Dead Cool, DED Cool. Pause, but the fragrance is called Extra Milk. Don't let the name fool you. The fragrance is fire. You know what I'm saying? I never steer y'all wrong. So you get to your bottle of dead cool. Fragrance is called extra milk. You're gonna do right. You're gonna feel right. You get that lineup and that smell good. It's gonna turn out a good night for you. You know what I'm saying? So definitely get you about a dead cool extra milk and let me know how that was.
Yeah, I know that fragrance have to smell good because the name is a little zesty. I'm not gonna lie. The extra milk, that sounds a bit zesty. So I know that
No,
smells
it's gonna be on point.
is top tier. It's gonna be top tier. Top tier. All right, y'all already know what time it is. It's time to wrap. This segment is brought to you by Button Snaps, where you get classic movie shows and documentaries, original content for your viewing pleasure of $4.99. First hot topic of the night. San Francisco 49er receiver Ricky Pearsall is stable after a robbery attempt. He was shot in a robbery attempt. They did catch the suspect. They did catch the suspect, and he's now in custody. But in the beginning it was touch and go, but he's going to make a full recovery. So it seems he's stable. What do you think about that?
Yeah, it's sad that that situation happened. Happy that he able to survive and you know what I'm saying and recover and all that. And it's just another fortunate situation letting you know how bad and how terrible San Francisco has gotten. You know what I'm saying? It has deteriorated into um hell city. You know what I'm saying? Like it's the robbery rates is going crazy. So unfortunately this may not be um the end. You know what I'm saying? So when you got people a lot of people who don't have it, they're gonna go after the people who think they do have it. So
Yeah, yeah,
it's unfortunate, but it's one of them cities where they had all this money and now it's just there's no money now. You know what I'm saying?
hmm
So, but I'm glad that the police was able to do their job, catch the suspect, and I'm glad that the hospital and all the doctors and everybody did what they were supposed to do, save another person's life. So now he has a chance at life again, and you know what I'm saying to just continue living. You know what I'm saying? So that's a good blessing right there.
yeah. I think when something like this happens, it put everything in perspective. I mean, the guy said he was trying to, rob him for his Rolex or whatever the case may be. But this put things in the proper perspective, and he probably won't end up being a great football player. And the reason why I say that is because a situation like this lets you know what's important in life. Being a great athlete is an amazing thing, right? But when you're faced with a near death experience, you're just lucky to be breathing. You're just lucky to be able to provide a lifestyle for yourself that would allow you to experience the best that life has to offer.
Mhm.
So that's why I say that this experience is going to make you more human. When you're an athlete and a top tier athlete, you have to live in a world where you're not civil because you play a violent sport. If you play a sport like football, you have to have a switch, and you have to really be uncivil. And a way to make yourself civilized is to spend time with your family and learning what matters outside of the sports. So that's why I say he might not end up being a great football player, but the fact that he survived this, the fact that he could still make a full recovery, still play on the team, still make good money, still provide a lifestyle that will allow him to do whatever that he wants and give him options. It's a blessing all in itself. So I wish him a full recovery, and prayers still go up to him because anything can happen in the next 48 hours as well. When it comes to when people get shot. So again, I wish him a full recovery. All right, moving on to our next hot topic. Uh, Internet man Chris Sales speak on his relationship between him and Parker McKinney. Parker McKinney is mostly famous for playing the little sister on My Wife and Kids. She plays this little sister on My Wife and Kids. She's an adult. She looks good as hell now. But she's an adult, and he's talking about the relationship that they had together on why he slapped her. They He said that their relationship was already domestic. It was already a bit tumultuous. She used to get, jealous of other women complimenting him and things of that nature. He said there was a time where they had a back and forth, and she straight up punched him in the face and had his lips swollen. Um, so he said during one of their altercations, he did slap her, and the only reason why he's speaking about it now because he wasn't able to speak about it before because of being on probation. So now that he's off probation, he can speak on it, and that's why he brings up uh, the dispute. Because if you look on her page, you will see a whole bunch of pictures of him on her page because they was together. What do you think about that?
Wait, so this situation of him slapping her happened recently, or is that why she posting it, or it happened like a while ago and they just now talking about it?
Yeah, it happened a while ago, but they couldn't speak on it because he said he was on probation, and that's why he couldn't speak on it.
So no,
So
what I'm saying is like she posted like the pictures of her getting slapped, or what, like the
no, no,
effects of it, or
no. She will post that that's her dude or whatever. You know what I'm
uh
saying? He came out and was speaking on why he wasn't with her anymore because people will go to his page and ask him why he wasn't with her anymore.
and it was because of their domestic situation.
Yeah.
Mm.
Hmm.
Mm. I mean, better that they get out of the situation, both of them, and you know what I'm saying, other than one person leave. You know what I'm saying?
Hmm.
Both parties can go their separate ways and find the right suitable partner for them. They weren't suitable for each other, so you know what I'm saying? I'm glad they were able to walk away from each other as opposed to something going left. You know what I'm saying? When it comes to domestic violence and stuff like that. So it's better to just walk away. You know what I'm saying?
Hmm.
That's it, shit could escalate very quickly. Let's
Yeah.
walk away. So,
Yeah.
you know what
Yeah, I
I'm saying?
mean, it's quite interesting because if you ever went on her page, is a lot of There used to be a lot of pictures of them together, and I'm not sure if they share a daughter, but she does have a child, and I could have sworn he was the dad of their daughter, but he's not speaking of their relationship as that was my baby mother. You know what I'm saying? But he did speak on the fact of history of violence and he spoke up on why he put his hands on her because she put his hands on him. Um, I honestly, I it's so funny with when it comes to people that's on TV and in movies because you wouldn't think that that they would do something like that, but people are human beings at the end of the day, and but it's just still surprising when you see people personas carried out on TV. So looking at this situation in its totality is kind of mind blowing to me because you would think that you're in a position where you don't want to ruin and don't bring yourself down by being in situations like that. And people really have, moments of weakness that they get hot and things start moving and shaking. So, it's unfortunate, but they are away from each other now. So they can, move in their separate lives. So, all right, moving on to our next hot topic. What did you think, bro, of the Bel Air show changing the essence of Uncle Phil and Aunt Viv by showing them basically having switch parties with their mates on the show?
I mean, honestly, I fell off after maybe the second, possibly the third episode of the second season. It's like it, the lore wasn't really appealing no more. Just the whole, it should have been its own show. You know what I'm saying? If it was something else other than it being about the Fresh Prince or a revamped Fresh Prince version, it should have been something else, son. Something close or similar to it, but just its own show. You know what I'm saying? It's just after the second season, I'm like, I'm not really feeling this too much. You know what I'm saying? So I ain't really get that far in the season. So I don't know.
Yeah, well, season three, it's getting spicy, and you know, Uncle Phil and Aunt Viv want to spice things up. They go on a romantic getaway, and their homies is like, yo, me and my wife swing, and they was like, for real. So he's like, yeah, like I let my wife get pounded out by this 25-year-old dude. You know what I'm saying? And I'm able to do my thing. So later on, they all in the hot tub. You know what I'm saying? Her homegirl come up to Aunt Viv was like, yo, Ricky think you look good. What you trying to do, Viv? It was like, let me get this drink. Took the drink to Ricky. You know what I'm saying? Uncle Phil was like, yo, this side is cool with me, you heard? You feel me? And then the other girl go to Uncle Phil, like, you mind if I sit right here? You know what I mean? You know, it's getting spicy. I ain't gonna hold you. Like, you know, Aunt Viv and Uncle Phil swinging is so far from the original. I could not see that. And I'm not sure if I like it. It's funny and it's interesting, but I'm not jacking the fact that they swingers now. I don't want to see Uncle Phil and Aunt Viv swinging. I don't care if it's the first Aunt Viv or the second Aunt Viv. I don't want to see them swinging. I hold Uncle Phil and Aunt Viv in the highest regard. Like get their freak on, but I can't see y'all swinging. You know what I'm saying? It's just the fact what their energy and what their characters is already built. The issue is not swinging. The issue is about Aunt Viv and Uncle Phil swinging. That's like the Cosbys out there swinging. Nah. You know what I'm saying? Or Carl Winslow and Harriet. Like word. Like so, it's mad dudes out there looking to take down Harriet. Like cut it out. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not crazy about the direction that they going with throwing the sex in the pot of the swinging of Uncle Phil and Aunt Viv.
Yeah. Like I said, the direction has been real wacky since the second season. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
So it's like, I'm not really feeling this too much. Like I said, if it was a different type of show, it might have, you know what I mean, it might be cool, but you calling it Bel Air and you not holding up to like nothing the Fresh Prince like hold. It's a top tier show. Like you can't call some Bel Air and not hold up to it in some kind of way. Like, you know what I'm saying? And that I didn't even know they were doing swinging because it was like, yo, you want the image of Uncle Phil and Aunt Viv marriage was everything. You know what I'm saying?
yeah,
They held each other down. They was together for a long time. You know what I'm saying? Like
yeah,
they
yeah,
loved each other. They got frisky together. All that good stuff.
yeah, yeah,
Got angry. You know what I'm saying? Made
yeah,
up. Like nah, son. Y'all ruining the imagery of what. I mean, I've been ruining it, but I'm just saying. Like now, it's just gone.
yeah, yeah. That's a fact. And not to mention like this new season, bro. Like they, I don't know where they go. Like the illest part of the season so far is the new Jeffrey, right? They reveal why he was running from what he was running from, and he had to go see the man. And guess who walked in the door? The original Jeffrey. So that scene right there was powerful. This other direction with them being freak leaks is like, I ain't feeling that too tough. I'm not gonna lie. Not gonna lie. All right, moving on to our next hot topic. Sad to say, but legendary DJ Fat Man School passed away. He was on stage doing an event. Uh, he walked back to the DJ booth while he was on stage, and he collapsed. Shortly afterwards, he passed away. What do you think about that?
We lost another legend, man. Fat Man School was just legendary, son.
Yeah,
You don't
yeah,
understand what he did for the culture. It's like he just a staple. You know what I'm saying? We lost a great one. And another thing is like, yo, we got as we get in our older years, we gotta be a lot more healthier. You know what I'm saying? Cassie is like getting taken out at 50 now. So it's like
yeah, yeah,
we gotta be a little bit more healthier, you know what I'm saying? So that's just another wake up call, like, yo, this we could be healthy and have longevity. You just gotta stay on it. So,
Yeah,
but the fact that we lost Fat Man Scoop is like, damn, man, it's tough.
yeah.
Uh, Shout out to a legend for real.
For real, sleep in peace. My prayers go out to your family so that they can recover. They forever going to be affected. He forever is a staple of hip hop and what he brought to the game. Again, rest in peace, Fat Man School. All right, moving on to our next hot topic. Actress Gabrielle Union claims that she begun pleasing herself at the age of 5, according to the Real Mike Media. What do you think about that?
Cap, cap, all the way cap. At 5 years old, come on, son. Cap. Just stop. We're not even gonna do that. We're not. You know what I'm saying? Like at 5 years old, what are you talking about? Nah. Your body hasn't even fully developed yet to you even, you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And so what kind of upbringing for you to be a 5 year old to now be in a position where that's what you're doing? You know what I'm saying? At five.
Mm-hmm.
So even if that was true, okay, let's run with it. If that was true and that was the case, that's really a cry for help. That's not something to be proud about. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, okay, why were you doing that? What made you do that? Because that's not something you just pick up watching Barney. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So what was your home life like? So now there's a whole bunch of other these questions that have to be answered now because that's not normal. Not gonna say, oh, at 5 I didn't want to eat. Okay, yeah, you was picky with food. That's normal for a 5 year old. But what that statement you just made, what Gabrielle Union just made, is not a normal statement and needs to be further pressed upon. She needs to be sat down with hella psychologists and therapists because you just saying that like that's cool. Like, nah, because how could that be possible? You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. I mean, people have different feelings. If you have a feeling of your body, you doing stuff to your body and not realizing you're doing something to your body, right? So if we run with this, okay, why tell the whole world? If this is really true in fact, why tell the whole world? This is something, if this really happened, this is something you tell your spouse. They're like, yo, when I was younger, da 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 da. That's something between y'all. Why share with the whole world? Why must we have an image of you at 5 years old doing stuff to yourself? That's not the image most people want. Now, if you're talking about you doing stuff to yourself when you hit 21, 22, then that's and like people won't want to see the video to that. You know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, you're talking about you're talking about an adolescent. Nobody want to have that image of an adolescent doing that, right? So again, if this is really true in fact, again, this is something that you do not share with the whole world because you invite everybody into your situation. So you say this is a cry for help. I say this is a cry for more attention. Not just the help part, but just the fact that you want the attention. And we said it before, attention is the new currency. You know, fuck that money, give me attention. That's how a lot of people is moving. So with her saying that, that's what I believe. I feel like if this really happened, this is not something you tell the whole world.
And
If
then
that
even if it didn't happen, it still boils down to the mindset. Like, you know what I'm saying? Your mindset is still gone.
yeah,
You feel me?
yeah,
Because if it didn't, the bottom line is like something is really wrong here. Because if you made this up, you know what I'm saying? Like for
yeah,
attention,
yeah,
something is very wrong.
yeah,
But if it actually happened and you've been dealing with this for all these years, and this is your way to finally get it out, then something is really wrong. You know what I'm saying? So either way, like there's a cry for help. That's why I feel cry for help. Either way, in a woman's mind, might be attention. Either way, she's getting what she wants, all eyes on her, which is still, regardless, another factor of like something's really wrong here. You know what I'm saying?
yeah. And in the chat, they said children are naturally curious and it's not uncommon for them to explore their bodies at their age or younger. And
Right,
that's
but that's a difference between the words that were used of being sexually. You do you not hear the words? There's
right.
something about being curious, one, and being sexually uh aroused by it.
Yeah. Yeah. But see, again, right? Your body, our bodies develop naturally different, right? Every dude does not hit their peak the same age, right? So with that being said, if it's true, but the person just said it's weird that they would admit that to the whole world. If that's true, then that's not something you get on the blowhorn and tell everybody. That's something you keep to yourself or the person that you're going to be with. You know what I'm saying? Because some people, some kids were touched when they was younger, depending on the age, and your body starts activating and things like that. And some people bodies naturally activate at a certain age. Cool, but again, it's so crazy. If it's true, why would you tell the whole world this? That's just bugged out to me. So, in the chat, they basically saying what we saying as well too. So cool. All right, moving on to our next hot topic. Uh, a AC and the HVAC tech got caught red-handed trying to finesse prices to repair a $1,700 repair when there was no problem with the HVAC at all. So when he got there, he diagnosed it. There's a video of this. He diagnoses it. He like, yeah, you need the new valve. It's gonna cost you 1,700. The news crew comes in. It's like we checked with another HVAC person, and they said it's fully functional, but it's been a history of you in general run around town finessing. He gets his stuff and get the hell up out of there. You know what I'm saying? But they caught him red-handed. What do you think about that?
Yeah, I hope they pull his license, man, because it's all about trust. You know what I'm saying? People trust you that you know what you're doing, that you're not gonna finesse them, you know what I'm saying? Give
Yeah,
them the real accurate price if there is an issue that needs to be fixed. You know what I'm saying? Like people got mad shit to deal with. They don't have to be constantly worried about finesse. But when you from New York and Queens,
yeah.
that's 9 times out of 10 what you're doing. It's like you ain't going with the first HVAC nigga. He's like, oh word, 1700 done? Oh, all right. I'm gonna holler at you. I'm gonna come
Right,
back. You know what I'm
right, right.
saying? I'm gonna get back at you. All right, cool. You got already in a call 2, 3 other HVAC. You're not dealing with just one. You know what I'm saying? Because the finesse is real. So now you compare all types of prices. One buddy said a hundo. This bro said 500. But it's the same situation. How everybody giving out different prices? You know what I'm saying? Something ain't going right here.
You from New York City is like when you call you call different people for the same problem. You know when it's real when they all say the same price. It's like, yo, it's gonna cost you 2,300. What? All right, whatever, buy it. And you call them, it's gonna cost you 25. All right, so that 23 don't sound so bad. Then you speak to two more people, then somebody gonna say 24. The other person gonna say 27. Like, yo, what the dude that was charging 23 at? Yo,
And we go holler at him.
we gonna holler at
Sound
him.
about right. You know what I'm saying?
You get real humble. You come back like, yeah, you said 23, right? Yeah, I was just, like you had to keep it real humble when you go back or whatever. But that's how we check and make sure that we get in our bang for our buck, sort of say.
Right.
Paul. All
Yeah.
right, moving on to our next hot topic. College football is back, and there was some fire marquee games. All right, so first game, Georgia Tech beats Florida State 24-21. What do you think about that?
That's what's up. Good for Georgia. You know what I'm saying? Georgia Tech.
Uh-huh. Yeah, they kept it. And Florida State has more talent than Georgia, but it's something about that first game every season. Florida State always fumbles out the bag. Next marquee matchup was Georgia and Clemson. Georgia beat the brakes off of Clemson, 34-3. What do you think about that game?
They rolling from last year, it seems. You know what I'm saying? So they got a lot to prove right now. So they already started off the gate. So good to see what they got going on for the rest of the season.
And for the record, Clemson ain't never been that good. Growing up, ain't nobody talk about Clemson. They had a few guys who was nice. Shout out to uh Dandro Danzler. He was nasty in his time, but they wasn't like, oh, Clemson. Then Clemson had a run where Clemson became Clemson. It was like, yo, Clemson lit. They got NFL players every year, all positions. They nice with it. Quarterbacks, running backs, receivers, defensive players, all Clemson. Cool. Now they elevated themselves. Now, but they elevated themselves on the old college football format where they say, yeah, I'm Clemson. Come here. We get it popping. We play for national titles. We in a different state of mind in college football now. It's like, yeah, that's cool. What you got on my books though? Huh? 500? 800? Oh, you don't got no money for me? Oh, all right. All right. South Carolina got bread for me. Coastal Carolina got bread for me. All right, I'm over here with it. So Clemson, basically, their NIL deals is trash. So a lot of the top new recruits, new players that's rocking and rolling, they not going to Clemson no more. And not to mention, Dabo Sweeney is not that lit of a coach. His personality is trash. He's not that. He's not that dude. He's not that dude. So, and then the history of his program of his coaches calling his melanated players the N word, it gets around. So you're gonna lose recruits on top of that. Goes to show Georgia spanking that ass 34-3. All right, moving on to the next marquee matchup. Penn State beats West Virginia 32-14. What do you think about that game?
That's what's up. You know what I'm saying? I ain't seen none of these games, so but that's what's up. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. Penn State got a hell of a team. They got a good quarterback. People think that he's going to be a big time draft pick, top 10 draft pick. I think he's a bit overrated, but he's a good player. He's a good passer down the field. They got a good defense. So West Virginia was just outclassed in this one, but it was still a marquee matchup. Notre Dame beats Texas A&M 23-13. What do you think about that?
You said be who?
No, Notre Dame beats Texas A&M.
Oh, okay. All right.
Yeah,
That's what's up.
yeah. Another top tier. Like these games is going to shape how that college football playoff is later on. And for those who bet on games, pay attention to these games because when they play other teams that's in the range of their talent, you know who and who not to bet on. So these scores matters, especially if y'all out there, y'all have y'all parlays and y'all looking at records. In football, do not look at records. Do not look at records. Look at the team, the type of team that they lost to. Telling you, don't watch records when it comes to football, especially college football, because you just never know what happened. Last marquee matchup, Florida, Miami beats Florida 41-17. What do you think about that?
I mean, the culture in Miami is like they got something to prove. It seems so. They started off already, so Miami's lit right now.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I mean, you right there in Miami, bro. You at the hub right now, so I know when Miami is good, the city feel like it's on fire when Miami is good. So, uh, this, like I said, these games is going to shape the college football playoffs later on. And this year is different. It's no longer 4 teams. It's 12 teams for the college football playoffs. So this is going to be very exciting. So that means 2 lost teams could get in, 3 lost teams could get in. If you're a power four, I mean, if you're a group of four from a group of 5 school and you going undefeated, you could get in the college football playoffs. So this is very exciting. That's what makes football so great. Week by week, it matters, bro. There's no letdown. So this is very exciting. So, all right, moving on to our next segment. This segment is brought to you by Bravo Section. Make sure you go to bigbravosection.com. Again, bigbravosection.com. Book a session with one of the best photographers in the world if you're in the Miami area. If you're not, still book that session. Fly out, take care of your session. Also, you get access to some dope photography as well. So make sure you tap into bigbravosection.com. Got a petty thought for us?
No, I got my. We doing our Black's Law Dictionary, some Bible of all Bibles. So it's important to understand the legal definition of these words that we use every day, and some words that we don't use, but to have understanding of what these legal definition of these words are. So these are random words which I picked again for this week. So the first word is confidence game. Confidence game is obtaining of money or property by means of some trick, device, or swindling operation in which advantage is taken of confidence, which the victim reposes in the swindle. The elements of the crime of confidence game are the intentional false representation to the victim as to some present fact, knowing it to be false, and with the intent that the victim rely on only solely on your representation. Confidence game. Those who play cons and swindle and finesse, running a confidence game. Next is informer. Informer is an undisclosed person who confidentially discloses material information of a law violation, thereby supplying a lead to officers for their investigation of a crime. Informer, right? So, next word on the list is I've been noticing a lot of people for the last week or two have been constantly asking who are going to vote for this, that, and the third. Well, here's the definition of electoral college. The electoral college is the college or body of electors of a state chosen to elect the president and vice president, and also the whole body of such electors composed of the electoral college of the several states. Once again, the college or body of electors of a state are chosen to elect the president and vice president, and also the whole body of such electors are composed of the electoral college of several states. So not only do they elect the vice president and the president, they elect the people that's going to elect the vice president and the president. So your vote does not matter. So you asking me who I'm voting for, it doesn't matter because they already chosen who's going to be the president, and it's in the Bible of all Bibles. The Black's Law Dictionary says so because that's what the electoral college means. So on to the next one, the 11th Amendment. 11th Amendment of the United States Constitution was added in 1798, which provides that the judicial power of the United States shall not extend to any suit in law or equity commenced or prosecuted against one of the U.S. by citizens or by citizens of another state, or by citizens or subjects of any other foreign state. I'm saying? So the 11th Amendment. So these are the words for our Black's Law, Black's Bible Dictionary, Confidence Game, Informer, Electoral College, and the 11th Amendment. The more we know about legal words, the better we can understand the system that we in, and we could stop some of these frivolous talks because some of these things don't even matter if you understand how the game is being played. So that's my Black's Law Dictionary words. So if you have words you want me to look up, if they are in the Black's Law Dictionary, I'll look it up and I have it ready for our next episode.
Quiet. Make sure y'all send them words in, y'all. Make sure y'all send them in. All right, moving on to our next segment, Keep the Lie Live segment.
Keep the lie live.
Keep the Lie Live. So my portion of Keep the Lie Live for this episode is message runs the world. Messages run the world. Agendas run the world. I was looking at this thing where they said that Superman and Lois Lane had a son, and he's in the new comics. And now they're making him quote unquote bisexual, where he dates both men and women. So Superman is a very machismo, very manly character. You know, move at the speed of sound, faster than the speeding bullet, can punch through buildings, and he's the strongest man and fly and all this, that, and the third. But you make the fruit of his loins bisexual? Well, let's keep it real. He's gay, he's homosexual, right? What is the agenda in doing that? What is there to gain by taking a manly character and now his son is not the picture of men? Because that's what Superman was supposed to be. All the things that he embodies is supposed to be the perfect picture of men, but no man could achieve what Superman can do, right? Being homosexual is something that a regular man can do if he chooses to do that. So what is the agenda by doing that? So really peep messages and things that you watch. Like I when I was a little younger and I would hear the word conspiracy theorists and some things could just be entertainment. No, bullshit. Bullshit. There's a reason why certain things that you watch, you want a juicy hamburger. Certain things that you watch, and it just naturally make you horny, and it won't be porno. It's just certain things because within the scenes for that slight inch, they slid in a message that actually visually shows it. This is very real, y'all. This is very real. You can look it up if you want to. It's very real. It's not up for me to prove it to you. It's for me to expose it to you. So be very cognizant of what you watch and what you're receiving from what you're watching. Because why would they have that? Why would they put that in there? Because it's a new generation, and it's cool for Superman's son. I'm trying not to be crass here, but it's cool for Superman's son to deal with men and women. Why though? When this man is his father is the machismo. He's the man of men. So understand the messaging and agenda and makes you wonder. So even when you watch movies and you're watching this movie and it's about a drug dealer, and then just so happens, you know, the drug dealer he gets caught, he gets kidnapped. Instead of getting the money, he gets raped. Why would y'all put that in there? Why? I thought getting the money was the whole purpose of a kidnapping a drug dealer. The drug dealer gets raped, no money. So yeah, I just in there just to rape. Why put that in there? Another example, when you're watching shows and the characters are playing somebody that's 13, 14 years old, and they have sex scenes, full out sex scenes. And you're like, damn, like, I'm kind of attracted. You go look up their information, the person that's playing 13, 14-year old is actually 25, 30 years old. So you're not bugging them being attracted to them, not to the character that's somebody that's 13. You're attracted to them like, damn, she got body. Shit, whoa, who that? You go look them up, they 25, 30. It's like, I'm not bugging for being attracted to them. I'm supposed to be attracted to them. But why are you playing somebody that's 13? Why is that image being put in my mind? Why do we have to see somebody 13, 14 years old bent over getting stroked out to adults? Messaging and agenda. So be cognizant of what you watch and question why they just throw this in here when they throw this in here. Simple and plain. Anything you want to add to that?
Nah, nah.
All right. Bro, you look tight when I mentioned that. You know what I'm saying?
Hmm?
Because specifically I thought that from watching The Shy, the show The Shy with the chocolate, chocolate dropper, she in there doing her thing, but she's a 15, 16-year-old character. And I'm like, damn, this girl is wild pretty. I go look her up. She's a grown woman with a kid. And it's like, so why would you have this grown woman play somebody that's 15 and 16? And it's like, y'all trying to make us feel like we bugging for being attracted to that person when we not bugging. So yeah. All right, y'all. That's been the episode. Thank y'all for tapping in. This has been episode 87. Bro, can you believe we on 87?
Yeah, we just keep cooking, man, for sure. I
That
appreciate everybody on the chat.
Yo, again, y'all, make sure you tap into the membership. Links is in the bio and in the community page. Different tiers. Hit that like button on the way out. We love, and helps with the show. Also, I want to shout out some of the sponsors of the show. OUV Records, y'all see the hat right here. Y'all see the shirt. Y'all see it everywhere, right? Button Snaps and Bravo section. If you're interested in becoming one of the sponsors of the show, hit me on Instagram at Ashley Lovechild, or hit my brother on his Instagram at
Bravo section _.
if you're interested in becoming one of the sponsors of the show, you can hit me up or my brother up on Instagram. Also, make sure y'all tap into the Overstand podcast. Why Understand, where you can overstand every Monday at 9:30 is more interview based. Again, y'all, we got tons of rewatch videos up right now in our page. We got over 160 something videos of this show in particular. So make sure y'all tap in, rewatch, leave a comment, like, share, and when you subscribe, make sure you hit that notification bell as well. You never know when we might pop up and talk about a subject, and you might want to chime in. So make sure you show that love. Again, hit that like button on the way out. We're on every Thursday, every Sunday at 10:30. Can the Brothers Get a Rap podcast? We'll see y'all again this Sunday at 10:30. Make sure y'all here sharp. Bring some jokes. Bring some fun. Chime in. Hit the like button. And again, we'll be back. And it's nothing but love. And we out of here.
We out.